Hey guys, what's up? It's Great Off here again, coming to you at 5 in the morning. I'm recording this video right after I recorded the video I put up on my channel before, so that's why I sound the exact same. It's just 20 minutes later, because when your PlayStation only has 500 gigabytes because it's a goddamn dinosaur, you have like 8 video clips to choose from, and half of them are you dicking around. This one is me playing some S&D with my friends, the first part of the clips. And then the second part of the clip is me actually 1v3ing my friends while I was in the same room as them because we had a LAN party. And they're like, fuck you, we can take you. And I'm way better than them at COD. Because we have sort of like a meme that like I'm a Call of Duty superstar. Because I play COD competitively and I'm pretty good at it. So that's the gameplay behind it. So if you're wondering why I'm just in a random private match for the rest of the gameplay after this next round of S&D, that's why. So the topic of today is going to be my AiM controller. Now, I know I've talked about this company in like the past. I know I have an unboxing on their on my channel of my second AiM controller, where you guys can see actually both AiM controllers I own. My first one was lime green with all black accents, and then my second one was like a blue digicam with all white accents. It looks fucking sick, paddles on the back and everything. So, and then I have another video on why you should not buy a scuff, which you should never buy a scuff, and why you should buy an AiM. Because honestly, I've put my name 100% behind AiM controllers. I think they make excellent products, awesome customer service, and yeah, that's why I love their company, and they make reliable, durable products that Scuff just doesn't make. I think Scuff is just in it for the money. It's kind of like G Fuel. Like, I don't really support G Fuel that much because the shit just doesn't work. But that's for another topic. So basically, I'm going to be giving you a 2.5-year buyer review of my AiM controller. Now, I'm going to be talking about the one I unboxed on my channel about 2 years ago. 2.5 years ago. It was like 2 summers ago. So yeah, it's been about 2 years since I bought this controller. And honestly, not much has gone wrong with the controller. I got the controller, I think midsummer, so maybe July. And then it came in, and I think I only had one problem with it, and the problem was my fault. Or I've only had 3 problems in total with my AiM controllers. So the first one was with my green one when I snapped off a paddle the first time. Basically, this was just because I'd like to click the paddles because I never had been able to use paddles before. So I was like, oh, click, click, click. So like I basically clicked them off. I'd just sit there and spam it. And then that lasted me for about 6 months. So after 6 months, I sent it in. I emailed the guy. His name was Adam from AiM Controllers. Super cool guy, super chill. I emailed him. I was like, hey, man, just got this controller like a few months ago. I snapped the paddle. I can't. Or no, my paddle came off, actually. I was like, my paddle came off. I can't get it back on. And by this time, I think I did have a crack in the paddle that he didn't know that I had and I didn't know I had in it. So I got it back, and then maybe 3 months later, the crack finally cracked the paddle off, which actually, so it was 9 months before the paddle actually fell off, and who knows how long it was cracked for. So it lasted 9 months. So then I sent the controller back in, and then they were like, yeah, man, he fixed it for completely free. Cool guy, chill, process again. All I had to do is pay for my shipping, and then he shipped it back for free. He emailed me the address to ship it to. It was super easy, super chill, not a problem. And then so the reason I don't use that green controller anymore is because I actually was moving my PS4 from my dad's to my mom's, and I got the back of the paddle caught on a piece of my one of a cord or something. I was pulling it out, and it actually snapped the paddle off. So that was a month after. So that one was my own fault. And then I still use the controller. I use the stick and move thing where you just click in the right stick, and then eventually it kind of hurt my thumb. It hurt my thumb after a while. So then the thing that made me stop actually using that controller was I was taking a picture of it for my friend. I was flexing my AiM controller, right? Because he was talking how he just got a new controller. I was like, oh yeah, mine's fucking sick as fuck. So I was sending him a picture of it, and I dropped it, and it hit the it hit the wheel on my chair, and then it messed up my R2 button, so I had to open the controller up, which voided the warranty, which, I mean, I don't think I would have emailed again just because I didn't want to be, like, a dick about it. Like, I didn't want to be like, oh, can you fix my controller again? So then, that was the first time. That was my first AiM controller, and then after that, after I broke it, I was like, well, I'll buy a new one, because I had already had that one for probably a year at that point, or close to a year. So then I customized a new controller and bought a new one, my Digicamo one, and that's the one I use most now because the paddle is snapped off my other one. Otherwise, I'd totally use it. I just need to order new joysticks and a paddle, because like my green controller is sick as fuck. And like, I fixed the R2 problem on it myself with my dad, so there's really not an issue with it. Just it needs new paddles and joysticks because I lost the joysticks, which was also my own fault again. So my second controller, my blue and white controller, the story behind that one was I needed a new controller after I broke my green one. So I bought that one, and then maybe like a few months later, I don't actually remember what went wrong with it, but it was something like, it was something minor that went wrong with it, where I just sent it in. I was like, hey man, I just bought this controller a few days ago. Whatever, I don't even remember what was messed up with it, but the dude emailed me back again. He's like, hey man, no problem. And I was like, oh yeah, this is my second controller too. I love your company. So then he's like, oh yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for the support. And I've always like backed him on Twitter. If you follow my Twitter, it's @GradeOff, GradeOff. So I always like back him on Twitter and shit. So I think they know me, but I don't really know. I really haven't like tweeted at him or done any of that for a while. So anyways, going back to this. So basically, I emailed them. I was like, hey man, can you send my he was like, can I send him my controller and get it fixed? And then the dude was like, yeah, of course, man. You can send it in. Here's the address. I sent it in. And then probably a week and a half to 2 weeks later, I got my controller back completely fixed. And now ever since I got that fixed, I haven't had a problem with it. It's been like 2 years. And he gave me like, he put a sticker on it for the warranty. And I haven't even had to take the sticker off. So honestly, the only issue I have with their controllers is the joysticks. For me, I live in Minnesota, and I'm pretty sure they're like, they might be a European company. One sec. They might be a European company. I honestly don't know where they're based. I shipped my controller like New Jersey or something like that, somewhere on the East Coast, but like their shipping is so expensive because joysticks are super cheap on their website. It's like $3, but like when you buy controllers most of the time, if they're having a deal, which they have a lot of deals, anyways, they have a lot of deals and all that. Like most of the time it'll be like buy anything over $40 and you get $10 off and free shipping maybe. I don't like, it's just stuff like that. Just good deals. And that jazz. So yeah, the only problem I have is just the price of their joysticks, because I needed like one joystick, and on their website I think it's $349 for one joystick, and I just needed one or two. So what I did was, like, I go on their website, I buy a new joystick, and like before I was about to check out, it was like $17 for one joystick because shipping was like $14. So it really wasn't worth my money unless I was getting like a whole array of things, which, like, I mean, honestly, I probably need to buy like 4 new joysticks, and then I'll email them. I'll be like, hey man, I snapped one of the paddles off. Could you just send me another paddle? Because I don't know why I couldn't get it on in my first one, but like, I don't know. Something was messed up, so I don't know. They fixed it, and it was perfectly fine ever since with my green controller. And then the only other problem I've ever like had with these controllers is, like, I just feel like the batteries die sort of quickly, and I don't know why. But like, maybe it's just a thing in my head, but like, I just sort of feel like the batteries die quickly for some reason. I don't know if that's just a their controller thing or like all controllers, because I haven't used a normal PlayStation controller for like 2.5 years, so I honestly wouldn't know. 2.5 or 3 years. So honestly, I wouldn't even know. But one thing I do love about their company is they always send wristbands, like these cool like AiM controller, like #TeamAiM wristbands with their like whenever they ship you something out, like even when I got my controller fixed, they sent it back with a bunch of stickers and like with like their Snapchat on it, and I have them on Snapchat. I think it's like AiM Controllers USA, and that's all it is. But anyways, yeah, guys, my AiM controllers have been pretty much flawless ever since I got them 3 years ago. I only really use one anymore just because I like the feel of it way more, because I don't know, I haven't really used the other one. But I think I might order a third one soon, just because, you know, you play with the same controller for so long, you kind of want a new one. So I think I'm gonna eventually buy a new one soon here, and yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you later.